Nigel Farage says Prime Minister Boris Johnson owes him for putting the Brexit debate at the forefront of British politics, as he claims the PM was unable to do it himself.
GB News presenter Nigel Farage answered questions from the public during his late-night show, with one watcher called Steve asking whether the former Brexit Party leader would accept a peerage if he was given one.
Mr. Farage laughed at the suggestion before stating Boris Johnson was in his debt as the PM would not be able to get Brexit across the line. Mr. Farage then went on about how others have also noted he was key in the Brexit debate, with many prominent Brexiteers relying on him.
Speaking on GB News, Mr. Farage was asked whether he would accept a peerage if he was offered one, to which the presenter joyously laughed at the suggestion. He said, "Boris won't offer me a peerage, he can't do that, of course, he can't do that. He owes me so much he could never admit it in public, so I mean, frankly, that isn't going to happen." And as Peter Hitchens said, "I did do Boris quite a big favour by even raising Brexit as an issue. Because Boris would never have done it on his own." However, Mr. Farage claimed he was offered a peerage in 2019 in the run-up to the general election, a few days before stepping down the Brexit Party from running in Tory constituencies. He said, "Ridiculous, the thought they can buy me a high-paid job. But I'm not interested, I don't want to know." At the time, Mr. Johnson welcomed the decision by Mr. Farage to stand down in Tory seats, saying it was the only way to get Brexit done.
Mr. Farage claims he was twice offered a peerage in exchange for political favours like not running in certain seats to not split the Tory vote.
At its peak, Mr. Farage's UKIP party would secure nearly 4 million votes in the 2015 general election, with psephologists believing many were former Tory voters.
Mr. Farage said, "All sorts of baubles have been offered.
That happened twice, but we are going back a couple of months. They thought the deal was that if I accepted that, we would only fight a few seats." According to a YouGov poll published in 2020, 45% of Tory voters believe Mr. Farage should be awarded a peerage in recognition of his political work.
Respondents remarked on the hard work Mr. Farage has put in during his political career despite never holding a seat in the House of Commons.
UKIP's growing support could not be ignored by former Prime Minister David Cameron, who chose to hold a referendum on the UK's membership in the European Union to put the issue to bed once and for all. But the politician was not expecting the UK to vote to leave and left office soon after the result was announced.